It's them logwoods, them dogwoods, miles and miles of pine. The little red flows cold, makes a warm morning fall. Don't panic, bring your Buldogges to the backwoods classic. It's no joke, these oak trees make you feel real small. Blow your mind, the smell of the pine. And I'm calling all my dogs. Show up, show out, show off at the backwoods classic. It's the Arkansas Backwoods Classic. It's the sunrise at 4:45 over 100-acre pine bar hole, and its booger jaws will shine. A bulldogging is a habit, a gem on the little red. The Arkansas Backwoods Classic.
All right. I'm Cole House. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, a little different. Caught y'all sleeping, caught you slipping. Not necessarily, but Tuesday we're doing a little different. I'm Cole House, and we're gonna have a conversation about about interesting bloodline in the Old English Bulldog. That's what we're talking, is Old English Bulldog, and we're gonna talk it with Buzz, the man of the hour, Mr. Buzz Howells. How you doing, Buzz?
How's it going, everybody? How's it going, Cole House?
Man, it's going good. It's going good. I like it. I'm having a good week. Everything's moving right along. Kind of excited to talk about this. I've been wanting to talk about this stuff with you, and just kind of make time sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you told me you were leaving in a couple of days, I'm like, well, we got to get it done before then.
Here we can do that. We can make it work. Not a problem.
Yeah. So let's start it. Let's kind of start at the beginning. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Your
lost your voice. I can't hear you now. Yeah, nothing. Technical difficulties. I still can't hear you, Sykes. No sound. No. It's glitching.
All right, what about if we go to my headphones? Better?
There we go. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so
you went dead.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to work some kinks out and some stuff, but
all good. No worries.
So let's start at the beginning. Like I said, your experience with the Old English Bulldog, how you got into the breed, and your origin stories with it.
My origin story actually started with British Bulldogs when I was a little kid. My mom's friend had a breeding pair of them. Just drooly, wrinkly, cool dogs. Super strong. Watch them run around all the time, play. That's kind of where I got a love for bulldogs right there, was just playing with them out in their yard, and they were having puppies all the time and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool to see and watch.
Okay.
As far as the oldies, I kind of discovered the oldies about, I want to say, maybe 25 years ago. Kind of scrolling online, looking through different stuff and books, and I kind of I was looking at Bulldogs because at the time, I thought, well, maybe there's all just the English or the British Bulldogs or something like that. And so I started looking, and then I came across the Levitt Bulldog and like the old stories of what they were supposed to be and all that kind of stuff. And it really intrigued me. And then I started kind of seeing pictures of them online over time. And I was looking at them, and I mean, some of them were athletic, some weren't. Some were kind of sloppy and real wrinkly, and others were athletic, streamlined, not as like wide and big. I mean, they didn't have anything like the Evolution back then as far as the oldies went that I was seeing anywhere, unless you were into like ABs or something like that. At that time, I was actually into Rottweilers and breeding Rottweilers. I was just a small local breeder in Utah for Rottweilers. As long as I can remember, my parents always had puppies of some sort, whether it was Springer Spaniels or Dobermans or something going on. So I was basically raised breeding.
Yeah.
It was never nothing big or large scale. It was just a litter here, litter there. And then basically that's just kind of how I got into it. I was kind of born into it, thrown into it. My grandpa would come out from his farm, and he'd chop the tails and do the dew claws, and he'd throw the blood clot powder on them, and you're done. Here you go. He'd come out, he'd use the castration tool or whatever for the tails and stuff. It was like, well, okay, I guess that's how they do stuff. And so a little more brutal than, what I do. I band tails, and used to have the vets do the dew claws, but we don't anymore. And I can't bring myself to do them. I love dogs too much, so to me it's a little rough to do it.
Yeah,
and then
I have mixed feelings about dew claws. I don't like the look of them, but you know what I mean. Some people have sensitivity about it, so. But
we had a lot of people all the time reaching out about leaving the dew claws on them and leaving the dew claws, and because we just have the vet do them.
Yeah,
and I've had like bad experiences with my personal dogs with dew claws in the past, getting torn or caught up or ripped off. And it's like, I'm not a fan of them.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got like, well, so many people are asking us to leave them on. I said, I guess we can leave. I won't leave tails. I refuse to leave a tail. That just my preference. People ask, I like, no, sorry, you're not picking a puppy at 2 days old so that I can leave a tail. That's just not how it goes. Sorry.
Right.
So
do your dogs typically have straight tails though?
Oh yeah. Most of them have nice straight tails. We get pumps here and there. Sometimes they're not like long, but like typical length, regular length. We get pumps here and there. I've thought about leaving a couple pumps on our personals a couple times. I can't do it, So, but very, very seldom do we ever really get a kink in them or anything. That's like very few and far in between. And usually when I take pictures of the puppies, like right after they're born or at a day or two old, when they're all laying there eating, I'll usually try and get a picture of their tails out there. So because people ask me, you get kinks in your tails? I want to see tails or whatever. I'm like, well, okay, here's a picture. See, they all had nice good tails. They weren't all kinked up. Evolution is definitely not heavy English in any way.
Yeah.
So it's
So tell me a little bit about the Evolution bloodline, where it started. For anybody that doesn't know, like where it started, what the purpose of it is.
um well I Brian he kind of had a vision, and I think it was something kind of similar to Spike on the cartoon.
Mm,
When you're a kid, you see that cartoon, you think, hey, that's a cool dog. Big front end, nice tuck,
yeah.
small rear but beefy.
Hmm.
I think that's kind of where he got the concept of it. And then um, somebody that he ran into or that he knew as he got a little older kind of had one, and it was in English, and he was like, yeah, this dog's pretty cool, I guess, whatever. And he's like, but it was sloppy and just wrinkly and it kind of however else. And he's like, there's got to be something better than this out there. And so the years kind of went by, and then he had a girlfriend in high school that her uncle had one that was more kind of athletic, little similar to his cartoon vision that he had in his head.
Hmm.
And he was also a show judge for quite a
Okay.
while, traveling around and seeing these dogs. And he didn't like really the health and the quality and just how they were looking at that time. And so he started really digging into it and getting knowledge and tried to learn the breed. And he started going around to different breeders and seeing their yards, the dogs they had. He thought they were good. He spent thousands and thousands of dollars before Evolution ever even came about, because the dogs were being health tested, they were being tried, they were seeing if the temperament was there, and he said they just kept failing over and over and over and over, basically, and just wasn't there for what he was wanting. And then he started researching more and more, and he's like, the only way I'm going to get what I want is to kind of create my own. And so I'm not exactly sure how he came across. Basically, everything Evolution revolves and started with Extremes Ali.
Okay. Extremes Olde.
Yes. And basically that's what launched Evolution and his vision and his beginning.
Okay. And then, so how long have you had the bloodline, or when did Brian, I
Six
guess, stop
six years
breeding?
now.
Or 6 years?
I've had Evolution for 6 years now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before that, I talked to Brian, I think probably for about a year before I got any dogs.
Okay.
From him, and then I wanted some from him. It was just kind of, money was a little tight at the time, and I got a female bitch from a lady here in Utah in Cedar City for like, I think $400 or something. She was 9 months old. Her name was Dixie. She was our first oldie.
Okay.
She started us, and then we got. I was kind of looking. I was trying to get the best I could for the money that I had at the time, and I'd come across a breeder in Idaho that had them, and that's where we got Smash from, which was our
Okay.
first male. He was an awesome dog. Really, really good dog. Super intelligent. Like if you ever go like through any of our videos and stuff, kind of back then, he was a brindle boy. He would bite the sleeve. He would go nuts. He'd jump up on the trampoline and jump with my daughter. And that one there, that is that's Onyx.
Nocturna? Onyx. Okay.
That's Onyx. Yeah, that's a female. She is a 98-pound bitch. Big girl, tall. She's kind of similar to. She's a little bit different look, a little more bulldog look on her. But she's almost about the same size, maybe a little broader than Zilla that I brought to the Beast.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna bring that one up. I just
Yeah.
look at your Facebook here. Yeah.
Yeah, Smash is way back there. He's like in the beginning.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep scrolling. I just seen something cool, so I figured I'd put it up. But I'm listening. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, he had a little bit of evolution in him down his line, and so I was like, cool, we'll pick him up, and then we let him get to a little over a year. We health tested him. He had one marker for ick. No big deal. You can breed it out. Our girl Dixie, she was clean. We got like preliminaries done on elbows and hips. They were good. And so we said, all right, let's start. So we did one litter with them. And then about 6 months after his first litter, he started with head tremors. So that was cut it. No, it's not happening.
Yeah.
It just out of the blue one day, it just started happening like crazy. That's HCS Phoenix. She is off of Evolution's Everest and Chaos Kennels Havoc.
Okay.
Which Everest was our first Evolution female that we bought from Brian.
Okay.
We got her
Pretty
and
dog.
Kansas at the same time.
I like it. I just put that picture up because you can really see the like the length of the dog and stuff. See the muscle.
Yeah.
It's a good picture.
She is I just put some new pictures of her up. She's a little more filled out now, a little thicker.
Okay.
She's a cool dog. She's one of our smallers. I've been trying to kind of come up with a name for our smaller dogs that we're going to be breeding up. I mean, they're standard. To me, they're small because, I mean, you seen what I brought to the Beast. Most of my dogs are like that. Hey. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good.
Puppies.
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna do this.
Yeah, where was I? Sorry about that.
About the size of your dogs, having different.
Yeah,
different sizes.
I mean, most of my dogs are, they're big, good size monsters. So I kind of was coming up with a pocket rocket line or something like that. But I think I'm just going to call them my little monster line because they have all the attributes, the looks, the muscling, the athleticism, everything of the big dogs, just in that standard, in fun size, as I say.
Right.
That's Bourbon.
Yeah. That's the boy on the t-shirt, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Zilla's dad right there. Zilla's sires right there.
Okay. Yeah. He's nice.
He is 105 pounds. About as tall as Zilla, but more filled out, more broad. But he's also 3 years old now, so he's still got about another 6 months maybe before he's done growing. Possibly a year, but because the Evolution line can grow from 3.5 to 4 years.
Ooh-wee.
Before they reach full maturity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be patient, huh?
Yes, very, very patient.
Man.
That's really trusting the blood, but
Yeah.
yeah, he was a awesome pup. He was one of our keepers, and unfortunately, we had to put him down he completely shattered his whole elbow and somewhat up his leg, and he was too young to do any anesthesia or really
Oh
to
man.
do anything with, and he had to be put down. That sucked.
Yeah, that's a nice puppy.
Yes, he is the he was the brother to Chevelle.
Okay. I seen the looks like a bunch of the pictures of the same litter. Sniper, Chevelle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just put some new pictures of Chevelle up there a couple days ago as well.
Okay.
She's one of our minis too. She's like 65 pounds, just thin, like ripped up, lean, big old chest and shoulders on her stick out.
Yeah.
But she
Okay.
just barely little over a year old right now.
Yeah. Got somebody here asking if we know about the Brazilian the Campero Bulldog. I'm familiar a little
The
bit.
Camperos, I
Yeah.
know of them. I don't like have any experience with them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing we're gonna explore on here a little bit is the different kind of breeds that came out of the oldie, stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Jose, mijo, ¿qué pasó?
The girl that
Okay,
actually did my shirts and stuff, she owns Camperos
okay,
in Oregon, and she was talking about maybe using bourbon as a stud, maybe for her girl on her next heat or something possibly.
okay.
It's Sun City Campero.
Still City, yes. I'm actually looking to having them on here because
Uh,
I think it's pretty interesting. They definitely have their own thing in Brazil. They do with the dogs, you know.
yes, they do.
The,
Yeah,
the
I like
bullies they
some of
put
their
out are
dogs.
crazy. Yeah. So
I like Sunshine Bull stuff.
yeah, they like I said, same breeds kind of, but they just have a different spin on it, different flavor they put on it. So
Yeah,
I think
so much variation
yeah,
amongst the oldie, the types and the sizes and the structure. I mean, you can go. Mine are the taller, leaner, kind of more athletic. Got some width to them. And then some of them you've got like Kodiak, like that one right there. That
there
is
she
dark
goes.
matter.
That's the Campero lady right here, Amy Michelle, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
That's Amy. Yep.
How you doing, Amy? Yeah. Who's this? Dark Matter?
That is dark matter. Yeah. Actually,
I like the spread on that boy.
yes, that's dark matter. He's stout and he has that big, huge sprung barrel.
Hmm.
And then he comes back to that little way. I always say that he kind of when he runs and stuff. He reminds me of the dogs on Ghostbusters, the Hellhounds.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but he throws some good heads. He throws some good puppies. He throws some real good puppies.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
he's the father of Onyx as well,
Yeah.
and I'm actually going to do a line breed between them, maybe late next year. I'm
Okay.
gonna go father daughter, lock in some stuff,
Ooh wee. Okay.
and then coming up, he is going to go to Nocturna.
That's the one that
So
has the beast, right? No, yeah, Zilla.
uh, no, Katana. Sorry, Nocturna is my Kodiak daughter,
That's right. Hey, I can't wait
and
to see that boy in person.
oh man, that boy is a beast.
Yeah,
He looks very similar to Bourbon, but just like
bigger.
yeah, more more massive. I mean, I thought Bourbon was pretty good size, but he made Zilla look like chest wise and shoulders and everything. He made Zilla look like a puppy.
I'm sure it makes a lot of dogs look like a puppy.
Yes.
I
he's
mean,
a big boy, so
I'm not necessarily interested in making a like performance line and nothing like that, but I'd like to
uh,
have suburban babies because I just see the mass and the muscle and stuff on that dog, and
yeah.
yeah,
We're gonna bring him to the Arkansas Backwoods Classic.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm I'm bringing Bourbon. Might bring Zilla. Not sure.
Okay,
I mean, he seemed to kind of be a fan, a hit at the Beast. I know he's not everybody's cup of tea. He's not big and wide, but he's 18 months
yeah.
now, so I mean, he's still got a lot of filling out to do.
Yeah.
But
Got a question here for you.
yeah,
Jose said, "Do you have anything with static in your pedigree?"
all my dogs all have Static. Yes, he's heavy in all the dogs.
That's the one that kind of put Brian on the map, isn't it? Or
Yeah,
well,
yeah. Well, Mambo, and Static.
yeah,
But Static, to me, Static was like the Bulldog. That was the dog for me right there. Brian, yes, Brian. Brian's like he's all right. He wasn't Brian's vision. Brian wanted that nice, tighter, cleaner dog, where Static had the bigger jowls, and I guess you'd kind of want to say the kind of bulldog look, really.
yeah.
That it just, but Static for me, that was the dog right there.
That's the dog
In my
people
in my
talk about.
vision, if I could bring that dog forward, I keep hoping. I keep hoping and hoping and hoping that I'm going to bring that dog forward at some point. And I think my boy Avalanche out there, he's looking pretty close.
Mm.
So
That's what. That's. I know. I look at. I can't speak for everybody, but I want to have a dog that people talk about years from now.
yes, exactly.
You
And
know, and
that's
then even if he's not my favorite, I'm sure
yeah,
that he's going to be my favorite for that reason. Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Everybody to this day that knows anything about evolution, it's either Static or Mambo,
yeah,
or even Big Rammy, or even Clutch.
yeah,
I have tons of Clutch on my yard. I've got one Kodiak daughter. I've got a few Bora. I want to bring Bora forward as well.
yeah.
I thought I had one out of this Bugatti litter that I just had. But unfortunately, she kind of got up under Bugatti, and within about 15 minutes was like crushed on her top half. And I tried everything and could not bring her back, but I'm pretty sure she was a Bora.
Oh man,
But I'm hoping to at some point, if Bugatti comes back good and clean on everything, and I know her hips, everything. That dog is phenomenal. She moves well. I want to take Dark Matter to her and double up on Bora right there as well.
so something I was talking about today, a different conversation,
Yeah.
is James Choppin. I had him on kind of when we first started. Love my pups guy. He makes and sells a product where it's basically like a heat tape. It's
Uh
heat
huh.
tape and it goes around the perimeter of the whelping box
Okay.
so that the warmth for the puppies is right up under the pig rail.
Oh wow.
I haven't tried it, but this is the second conversation we had today about puppies getting rolled
That
on,
almost
stepped on,
that
whatever.
almost
And it's
makes
like,
me a little nervous.
why?
Just bringing the pups under the pig. I know it helps keep them from not getting smashed, but if I can, I prefer the mom lay against the pig rail and the puppies in front of her. I like the pig rail just in case the pups do get behind her, they don't get smashed.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
because
also use heat lamps.
yeah,
They've always done well for me. I tried heat pads and stuff. They didn't quite do it.
yeah.
So
I'm
I
just
mean, there's probably nothing against it whatsoever. I just kind of to each their own preference.
well
Just
because
it
I
for
had a
me.
puppy. I have a big grill in my welcome box, of course, and I
Yeah,
had a puppy that got squished, and it's like, man, but if you can't get them under it,
yeah.
you can't always watch everybody at every minute, and it only takes a
No,
little
you
while.
cannot. No.
It was before work. I came and checked on the puppies. Went to go put a pot of coffee on, pour a cup of coffee, something like that. 10 minutes,
Yeah.
I'm back, dead puppy. Didn't take long, So
Hmm.
it made me think of things like that, like And then I have my mama dog. She's like digging through the blankets and whatever's in there, trying to get to the cool floor because it's hot. So
Yeah.
I'm like, if she
Yeah.
could be comfortable, puppies are out of the way, might be a winner. Something to try.
I completely get that. Yeah. There
Yeah.
for me, I put the heat lamp kind of over in the corner, and I aim it down so that basically kind of half of the box stays on the warmer side, and the other side stays cooler, so mom can get away from it,
Yeah.
and the pups stay over there. That's how I do it. I know some use heat pads. That stuff you're talking about actually might be pretty good. For me, it just makes me a little nervous. If there's heat there, the pups are gonna maybe want to go under there, and I worry about mom leaning against there and kind of smushing them up under the pig rail more. But I guess you never know unless you try it, right?
Yeah. 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 I mean, if it saves one puppy from getting squished ever, it was worth it.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
Pat
There's
said
new
he
stuff
likes
coming
your
out all the time. Yep.
yeah. Pat said he liked your the thick little one. You already know though.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 We use the puppies boxes that are like kind of like the vinyl fencing, and it's got like PVC pig rails that go all the way around.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Mine are
it
wood.
works good so far.
Mine are wood. That's why the heat lamp kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean,
I had wood ones before when our first litter I built the wood ones. I loved them, but so hard to keep clean, and they're heavy to move around. And I was like, there's got to be something better. And then we kind of looked at the easy whelps and different stuff, and I came across these puppies. I'm like, hey, these are perfect. They fit right inside the retriever kennels, because that's what I have set up for the moms and the puppies is the retriever kennels. I have we call it the dog room, but it's kind of like another living room on the side of our living room.
uh-huh.
And I have the kennels in there, and the moms and the puppies are in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of just use this room for my office. Um, thankfully, I don't know. Maybe one day
Uh,
we'll have more than one litter at a time, but we haven't got there yet, so it works, no problem.
it can get hard.
Yeah.
It can get hard. The most we've had is 3 at a time. We wanted to rip our hair out. We said never again. So we try to space them if we can. We get lucky and they're at least a couple weeks apart, maybe a month apart. That it makes it more manageable.
Yeah. So
So
let's talk a little bit about transportation.
yeah,
That's something I'm a truck driver, so I'm always been like, man, I'm gonna just quit this one day. I'm gonna go transport puppies, whatever. So I'm always
you know
been
what?
curious about it.
I
You know what I mean?
I I I drove truck before this. I drove dump trucks.
Yeah.
Dump trucks and double bellies, hauling gravel, asphalt. I worked for a construction company. That's what I did. We paved all of that. I got tired of it. The 16-hour days, 15-hour days, 6 days a week, 7
Yeah.
days a week. it got
Yeah.
old. You know, I was like, and whenever we'd have a litter, we would try and transport the pups ourselves if we could, just to go meet the owners and go out and whatever else, take a little trip here and there. And we liked it. We was like, you know, this is pretty good. And then, but when you're working a lot of hours or you can't get the time off, because my wife was working full time at the time as well, for insurance, and I was driving for the construction company, and so it wasn't always feasible. And we were using another transport company that was local to Utah, and they were doing pretty good for us. You know, it was pretty reasonable. And then they showed up a couple times with dirty crates, and I was at work. My wife was not too happy that they showed up the last time, and they had just had, I think, a pig or a goat in that crate or something, and it was filthy. It had shit in it, and like my wife made them pull that out and clean it out in our front yard and use our stuff to clean it, everything. And she said, after this, never again. You know, and I told her, I said, you know what? We either have to find somebody else, or I want to start
out, right? Yeah.
I want to start doing it myself, because half of these transport companies, you're lucky if your dog shows up alive. You're lucky if the dog shows up at all or healthy, because I've seen them stacked in vans like 20 crates deep. They just stacking them in front of each other. They don't take them out for walks. They don't water them to feed them. They just kind of throw food through the front of the kennels where they can get it. I've seen this way a lot out on the route, like at a rest area or something, getting out to walk the dogs that I'm on board with or whatever. And you look over and you'll see another one pull up, and like they'll pull out one or two and climb up on top of all the other ones to do this with the animals. And it's like, no. And we hear horror stories from breeders all the time. Like I was robbed, or I had 3 dogs come to me. 2 of them was dead. One was severely dehydrated and like almost a heat stroke, heart attack mode, everything else. It's like, no, we're going to start just doing this ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of
how long
where
have you been doing it?
we have been full time, going on 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your success rate?
What's that?
What's your success rate? Everybody got there alive on time? Alive?
Yes.
Healthy?
Yep.
Okay. All
Alive
right.
arrived. Sorry. Yes, everyone has arrived alive. We have climate controlled inside, so they stay cool. We don't completely pack the van full. We keep it where we can keep it more one-on-one with the dogs. It's manageable. It's easy. We'll do 6-7 dogs on one route. We don't just jam pack it full.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, we have not ever, all of our reviews, everything have just been killer.
Okay. So
A lot of horror stories out there about transports, though. I can tell you that.
I know it's a dumb question, but I've never got an answer to it, so I'm going to ask it.
Okay.
I always got this. I know that you guys have insurance. It's probably cargo insurance is probably your bigger expense.
We carry maximum amount pet insurance, and then full liability vehicle insurance, which covers that as well. We have like maximum bailey. We are USDA registered.
Okay.
So yeah.
So anything ever happens, your van has a collision, anything, and all the animals are covered.
Yes. Yep. If something happens to an animal on board, they're covered. It's vet coverage, death coverage, anything like that. Yes. We would never want anybody left high and dry, but God forbid. anything like that happen. So far, we've been lucky. I was rear-ended by a school bus in Missouri.
Hold on, before we go any further, I got to clear it up. My first concern in that situation is for the people on board. You know what I mean? Before I worry about my puppy or anything, like, man, you okay? Your wife okay? That's
Yeah.
most important. Then the next thing. So I just
See,
want to make
and for us, it's like, are the animals good? And we'll worry about ourselves after the adrenaline wears off.
Yeah.
No, I was rear-ended in Missouri. It totaled the van out. Luckily, I did not have any dogs right in the back. I was actually I had 3 dogs on board, but I was headed to Brian's to go pick up a dog for a client for him that would have been in that back kennel.
Mm.
And it totaled the van. I ended up with 2 herniated bulging discs in my neck and 2 in my mid back. I now have new titanium discs in my neck from that accident.
Wait.
So that's been fun. It took me about 1.5 years to recover. So I'm barely to the point now where I can start kind of messing with my dogs again. I was down and out. That was when my wife stepped up. She went out on the road and she handled business.
Okay. Teamwork makes the
And
dream work, right?
yes, it does. I mean, before that, it was going to be me go out on the road. She handles the logistics and the routing and getting clients and everything else. And now she goes out 1 time a month. I go out 1 time a month. We switch off.
Okay.
That way we get good home time together, and we each are not away from home for too long. So
Yeah.
One of the new fee pups.
Yeah.
We transport a lot for this lady out of Cortez, Colorado. She has some very cool new fees.
Okay. Yeah, those are cool dogs. Big old suckers.
Yes, they are. That one was a 1-year-old puppy.
Okay. All right.
And I actually transported that dog twice. She sold it as a pup to somebody in California. Then their son decided they didn't want to take care of it or do anything with it anymore. They was going to take it to a rescue or something like that. She reached out to somebody there that had a couple of her dogs in California, and they actually went and rescued it, took it home. She found us as a transport. And this lady is like, she's no joke. She's had dogs that she's bought, paid $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 for, show up to her house dead from transporters. Yeah, and she was hard to win over, but I did her first transport for her from California back to her with that pup at I think she was about 7 months old. She basically kind of rehabbed her, trained her, and then now she is living in Missouri. When I took that trip right there with that one, and the dog is doing awesome.
All right. Got a shot of the inside of your van here.
Yeah. We have a Chevy 2500 Express. I mounted a RV rooftop. I cut out the roof and put an RV air top conditioner in it.
Okay.
So that it keeps nice and cool back there. I mean, you can get it down. You can get it down in the low 50s and 60s if you want to back there.
Wallflower says nice and roomy. I agree. I see where you can put a lot more in there and it's not in there. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. We usually we can run in the very back. We'll put like one XL, one large, or we can run 2 XLs. And then we can put a large or a medium up on either one of those 2. And then we'll usually run those 2 right there on the side, which is a medium and a small. And then we can put more up on the other side of the fridge if we want, but we usually don't. Like I said, we usually do like 6 to 7 max at a time on board. That way it's more personable. You're not overloaded. You're not overwhelmed. Gives you a lot of good one-on-one when you're taking them for walks and exercise, bathroom breaks, things like that.
Yeah.
I'd rather not just jam pack full. That's not how we do things. We like it clean, professional. The animals get basically VIP treatment. I mean, they get artesian water while on board.
Fancy.
Yeah, they're very well taken. We treat them as good as we treat our own dogs, if not even better.
There you go. There you go. Trying to find some oldies on here.
We actually have not done a whole lot of oldies, surprisingly. Most of the oldie breeders already have their own transporters.
I hear you. I hear you.
So, some of them will reach out every now and again, and we'll kind of give them a quote, but they're like, "Oh, okay." You know, we depending on the distance, we run a flat rate. If not, it's mileage.
Yeah.
And I mean, some of them will run way high on like price per mile. We keep it pretty average, pretty competitive. So, you know, we're not trying to just be out there nickel diming everybody trying to kill it. I mean, it's our living. That's how we make our living. So, you know, we've got fuel, we've got overhead.
Yeah.
Insurance, like you say, we got the pet insurance, we've got the vehicle insurance. Services, we have to service the van after every single route because we're anywhere from 5 to 9,000 miles per trip.
Yeah. And you
So,
you stay out. You said a week at a time, 2 weeks.
yeah, anywhere from a week to 9 days most times. So basically 7 to 10 is what it is, but
Okay.
nine is kind of the average for the most part.
That ain't too bad. And then you come back and Mama goes.
And then I come back, and then usually about a week after I'm home, she'll go out.
Okay.
We do kind of a first of the month route, and usually kind of an end of the month route.
Yeah. Okay. There's the contact information for anybody.
Yes.
Anybody needs it. I know you told me some stories about hauling some different types of cargo. I'm trying to find some pictures of them, but
I think the owl is on there.
yeah.
And I think the Siberian lynx that my wife did
Hold on,
just a couple months ago.
Hold on. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Let me you know what I mean? Let me
Okay.
let me search for yeah. You're burying the lead here, buddy.
Yeah, we do exotics.
Yeah.
Not just dogs.
That's crazy. There's a ferret. I've always wanted a ferret. It's a weird little thing that I can't explain to you, but I've always wanted a ferret.
I've always wanted a cockatoo, but I've never got one. Yep, we've done ferrets.
Yeah, I think it's because when I heard they steal, I'm like, ooh, I need one. Come to my house, all your jewelry's in my rat's cage.
Yes.
Let's see. Looking for the owl.
I like those ever since the first time I seen the movie Beastmaster when I was a little kid.
Yes. Okay. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yes. That's it. Exactly. Got a ferret. Let's see. Where's the owl at? And they said there's some kind of big cat too, huh? I see a shark.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the cat should be on there.
There's more ferrets. Come on.
The cat was just like a couple months ago. The owl was last year.
Jessica said cockatiels bite pretty effing hard.
Yes, they do. My stepdad's had a lot of them. They bite hard. Or they like to sing the cucaracha at like 4:30 in the morning. Whistle it.
Oh, here we go. Thank you. I'm just the guy asking the questions, though, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm the guy trying to find the cat right now. Oh, no, that's a dog, too. You would think that finding one cat in the sea of dogs would be easy, but it's not. I see a chinchilla.
Yep. Uh,
There's your air conditioner job. I'm gonna find this cat though, Buzz. Oh, there it is. Ooh wee.
yeah.
Hell no.
He,
Nope.
his food was meat. He ate raw steak
Hell no.
along the way. My wife picked him up in Montana at a kind of like a wildlife preserve type thing. They have bears. She actually got to see and feed a bear marshmallows that pouted, and he would get sad if you didn't feed him marshmallows. She finally actually got to pet her favorite cat in the world, which is a cougar. It just came right up, laid next to the cage, and purred while she petted it.
Yeah.
And they had like a bunch more links and different kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And the guy that we transported to is in Tennessee. He has a female, I believe, and then he has a couple other different kinds of cats, and then he's got some people that have like private zoos and different stuff like that. And basically, we're gonna start getting a bunch of exotic animals that we're gonna start transporting here off and on as well.
So we got a comment on here. I gotta address, and it's this one right here. That's funny. A bully breeder hesitant above a big kitty. Look it. I'm convinced cats are inherently evil. All right, they creep me
You
out.
know what? I'm not a cat man either, but when I moved to Tennessee, I either want a lynx or a bobcat. I've been telling my wife that for years. I don't know why. I'm not a cat man, but
Yeah,
for some
yeah.
reason I've always loved a lynx or a bobcat. It'd just be cool to have one.
Gabriel said he met a few cougars in his day. What made your pants say I used to cut a little rug in my day? Yeah. Yeah, but I think that's cool, man. Just the different things that you know what I mean. You might get a phone call and have to move. You don't know what. Add
Yeah,
a little variety, a little razzle
yeah,
dazzle to things.
we've done kind of several military moves for families that are moving like from one base to another or moving off of base to a home, and they'll have like two cats, a couple ferrets, couple different breeds of dogs, and a bird and a salamander or whatever else. My wife did one for a family last year, military move, and from Tennessee to Washington, I believe it was like 10 animals.
Mm,
All it was just nothing like real big. There was like two big dogs, and the rest were like a couple cats and some ferrets and a couple birds. Just a bunch of different animals. It's like it's pretty cool to see all these different animals that so many people have. It's like you think of one person as, oh, maybe that person just a dog lover or a cat lover or whatever. No, they've got every kind of animal you could think of.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And we get that call. It's like, hey, we're moving. Can you help us transport all our animals? You bet. That's what we do. That is our specialty.
Yeah. All right. So not transport related, but not necessarily related to you. What's something wild you've seen just on the road? Give me a road story. Didn't involve you. You just seen it as you pass by.
Um. Oh boy, I see so much stuff out there. Um, Semis that have just smashed on, engulfed in flames, on fire. Um, Semi trailer loads all over the road. Just as like you're getting right to it, you've seen it happen in front of you. My
There was a
wife
little
actually.
there was a little Reese's Puffs spilled out in one of the towns nearby here like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, like of all things, just a truckload. First of all, one truckload of the same cereal is crazy. You know what I mean? It's a
Uh
truckload of Reese's Puffs. Yeah,
huh.
yeah,
um. Oh, geez. Most of my stories all just have to do with the truckers. I mean, they're dangerous.
yeah. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're
Well,
not.
some of us aren't, but a lot of them are. You know, they got don't speak English. They got their CDL from California and just driving that missile down the road. Not a care in the world.
I got my CDL in California. No sabe
Did you?
inglés también. Claro.
um, no,
¿Entiendes?
that's
¿Entiendes, Méndez?
uh,
Wallflower said, ever get asked to transport an animal that when you saw it, you were concerned for its well-being?
um, no,
A
not yet.
transporter for
We
rescue?
we have done some rescues, but the ones that we've actually transported for the rescues after they have
Yeah,
rehabbed them. But we
gotcha.
haven't done like any pickups from for a rescue to the rescue. We've not unfortunately seen any of that yet. We have picked up some animals that have been kind of emaciated and not looking the greatest, scared. You know,
Yeah,
they're giving them back to the breeder or to the rescue or something like that. We have come across that,
yeah,
but nothing like real sickening yet to the point where you just you want to grab them by the throat or something.
yeah.
Because that would probably be my reaction.
I hear you. There's your air conditioner you put in, you said?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, gotta keep them animals cool. That's actually a dual unit. It heats and cools. So in the winter, you can keep animals warm. You can keep them cool. Whatever you need to do.
yeah, yeah. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, you got the radiant insulation on there.
Yes.
That definitely do the trick.
This one's a newer van. After the van we had the Ram Pro Master. That's the one that I got rear-ended in and got totaled. And then we had a little Ford Transport van,
The transit van?
the Transit, yeah. And my wife slammed a deer doing 70 in Texas in the middle of the night with some dogs on board. Totaled that van out.
Mm,
And so now we have this van.
yeah.
So I mean, there's accidents happens. You never know what you're going to encounter on the road for sure.
Wallflower says you transport across the border or just in the stateside.
Um, right now, coast to coast, we have not went and got our um, passports yet, but we're going to. So that way we can.
I heard something about like Colorado. You got to have crazy permits to move animals in and out of Colorado. A couple other states.
Colorado has now just done something where you're supposed to, I guess, check in and let them check your vehicle out or something like that. That's
Mm.
new. Different states have different laws. Some of them have to have USDA from the vet certification and stuff that they need to give us with that puppy to take it into that state where they're going to the new owner. Some are just a certain vet record, along with
Yeah.
we have to always get the shot records, updated paperwork, any of that, worming, all of that kind of stuff. They either email it to us or we pick it up with the dog. And then that way we have it on board, it goes to the new owners. We always take pictures of it. And that way we have it for our records showing that, everything that comes on board with us is healthy, had all its shots. It's supposed to be what it's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Whenever we use ground shipper for a puppy, we just get the USDA certificate at our vet, and
Uh-huh.
that also serves for the buyer as their vet check.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we ask them, when you get your puppy, it's been to the vet within, I think, 48 hours or something of
Yep.
getting on the van, and I'll give you the same 48, whatever. If it's get it on the weekend, take it Monday, whatever, and
Exactly.
works out. Yeah.
Some of them will last like up to 30 days. Some are like 10 days. It just kind of depends on the state and the vet and everything else, or USDA, or just a VCA, or whatever they're getting.
Yeah, like I said, I just do it. Like I said, before the puppy goes, it's like I said, that way it serves the vet check last. You know what I mean? And you got yours and that clean bill of health from 36 hours ago or whatever. So it
Yep,
works out. Yeah.
exactly. I transported the pup. I think it was my first route basically back on the road after my accident. So about 6 months ago, maybe. That the lady's dogs are very healthy, good dogs. She took it to the vet to get the shots. It was a new vet. He gave it the clean bill of health, everything else. 3 days later, I got it dropped off to its new owner in North Carolina. They called me the next day, and the pup unfortunately had caught parvo from that vet's office. And luckily, I didn't have anything else on board that could have caught it, because after every single pup pickup or drop off or anything, when any dog gets dropped off, that kennel gets cleaned out thoroughly, because there may be another one that's added to that kennel
What do
a
you
couple
use?
days down the road, or it may get filled back up. So we use Wishy Wash, Performicide, and a few other things, and that it gets clean. Nothing else was caught in there, but I had to come home. I pulled in the driveway. I called my wife. I'm like, come out here, bring a towel, bring a bunch of stuff. Basically had to put everything I was wearing on me. I took off inside the van, stuffed it in a bag, sprayed everything down inside there before I even stepped foot on the ground into my yard, and
Just
came
radiation
in.
shower.
And we just had puppies, like, I think 2 weeks before that. So that was a scare. We was out there just spraying air. We soaked that whole van with Wishy Wash like you wouldn't believe. And myself, I'm spraying myself down, because I was on that van with that puppy for a couple of days, and then I was a few days home. So
You shave your head, your beard, and your eyebrows, and everything.
Just about, yeah. Everything got Wishy Wash straight into the washer and dryer with bleach. You name it.
Yeah.
And we managed to keep it out of the house. We kept it out of the yard. Everything was great. So I'm not a Wishy Wash plug person or whatever, but I swear by that stuff. I know it works.
All right. We got a
It
question here
works.
for you. Is any states that have actual bully bans or pit specific stuff, anything like that you ran into?
Nothing that we've ran into yet. No.
Okay.
I mean, surprisingly, we're into the bully breeds, but we don't get a lot of them to transport. Like, a lot of them have their own people already,
Yeah.
and they stick with them. A lot of times, a breeder will get a transporter, and they just stay
I'm like
loyal.
that. I'm like that until they give me a reason. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Yeah.
yeah,
But,
you stay loyal. I mean, I transport Corsos, I've transported Dogos, giant Schnauzer, you name it. But there's only been a few oldies. Most of the oldies that are ever out there on that van is our own for the most part.
mm,
My wife actually just transported our first XL bully on board the whole time we've been doing it on her last route. Um,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, we've transported. I think we did a couple for bodybuilders. We've done a couple for Brandon in
Yeah.
the past. Um,
I like Brandon. Brandon's gonna judge the show.
yeah,
Yeah.
I did never met him personally. I think Brandy has once or twice, which is my wife, and then a driver that drove for us. I think
Yeah.
transported one or two for him. So I know we've done a couple. I don't know why he kind of stopped reaching out. I think it may have been our old partner trying to steal business. So
Mm.
yeah, that was a mess. This business can be very cutthroat as well. So you got to
That's why
watch out for that.
I keep my chin tucked. I got no that way. I got no neck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Jessica, quit, gang, quit. I'm from San Diego. She said 619.
she's from San Diego.
Yeah, I grew up there too. That's why I make sure I put that one up there. I'm
Oh,
actually
oh yeah, she's bobblehead, huh?
yeah, I'm a Padre fan, but this is just I live where I live. This is the hat that you can get in a size 8. You know what I mean? Without ordering it. So yeah, yeah. All right, Buzz. I think we covered it, bro. I think that's my questions I have for you. David Shickley looks like it's somebody that's gonna you're delivering for. Glad I tuned in. Already knew this, but makes me feel 100% better that my baby will arrive safe and sound this week. All right, all right,
Yeah, that'll be on my transport. He's actually getting one of our pups.
okay,
She's going to Pennsylvania. A little white female off of Zilla and Taboo. She's on. She's badass. She's a badass pup.
yeah.
I wanted to keep her. Wife says you're only keeping so many, so I kept 2 from each litter. I would have kept both litters if I could have the whole litter. So I got to compromise somewhere.
760, she said. 760 in San Diego. 760 is Imperial Valley. I already know. But anyways, like I said, Buzz, I appreciate your time, brother. It was fun.
Definitely.
Got to talk about stuff that I've legit wondered about for a while. And
Yeah.
yeah. Once again, this Robert Buzz Howells,
Yep.
Howells Country Strong Bulldogges, Howells Pet Express, and
Yep.
yeah, that's the man.
Appreciate it. I appreciate you hitting me up to do this. It's kind of all over the place, I guess, but hey,
Yeah.
good time, right?
We'll put your detail down there in prescription description.
Okay.
Yeah.
This backwoods
Awesome.
show isn't coming up quick enough, though.
Oh my God, no! We're gonna watch the show one more time.
I'm excited for it. I can't wait to get there.
Oh, here we go. Hey, Pat said he wants to see more oldies getting into the weight pool. Come on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, Buzz.
I've
Take it
got
easy. I
one
appreciate
female
you.
that'll pull weight. Her daughter, she might do it. My little girl, Kayla, out there, she's off Nocturna and Bourbon, so you'll see her at the show.
All right. All right.
I was gonna bring Nocturna and try to do the weight pull with James and stuff. James trained Nocturna.
Yeah.
But I think I might just bring my own productions. So I don't know yet. It's kind of a mystery up in the air. I know Bourbon's coming and Akela's coming. I know that much.
All right, we got time to sort it out. Casey said,
Yep.
Where's Brandy?
Brandy, babe, where you at?
Oh, you didn't tell me that Brains was around. I thought we just had you.
Yeah, the brains was actually building the route for our other driver. Needed to route tonight.
Okay.
And I think she might be out in the garage finishing that, or she was actually just in here a second ago taking video of one of the puppies. So who knows?
Yeah.
She might have just sold another puppy. I don't know.
Boy.
Got a couple left from that litter and a couple left from the other. So
Yeah. All right, Buzz. You take it easy.
all right, you too, co-house. You take it easy, man. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. All right.
Bye.
It's them logwoods, them dogwoods, miles and miles of pine. The little red flows cold, makes a warm morning fall. Don't panic, bring your Buldogges to the backwoods classic. It's no joke, these oak trees make you feel real small. Blow your mind, the smell of the pine. And I'm calling all my dogs. Show up, show out, show off at the backwoods classic. It's the Arkansas Backwoods Classic. It's the sunrise at 4:45 over 100-acre pine bar hole, and its booger jaws will shine. A bulldogging is a habit, a gem on the little red. The Arkansas Backwoods Classic.